Mesa. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Camp Check Productions. Today, I am back at UFO Valley Campground, one of my favorite places that I have ever stayed here in Utah. The people here, Jody and her family that run UFO Valley Campground, are outstanding. Not only that, but tonight I am all alone. And what makes UFO Valley Campground so spectacular is that right behind me is Skinwalker Ranch. The actual Skinwalker Ranch, I am in the Uinta Basins here in Utah, and that is the actual location where they filmed that. I am here on December 21st, the winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year, and I plan on staying awake, dealing with the people that were really upset that I fell asleep last time I was here. We are going to keep an eye on the mesa. Just right out here is where the actual ranch is. Maybe we'll try to get the drone up and do some flying. I have some trap cameras that I'm going to try to set up around the property here. I will not be leaving UFO Valley Campground's property. These people are so nice, and they have really asked that people be respectful of the ranch and to stay here. There's a fence post right down here that we can set something up on. There's some rock pieces over here where maybe we can set something up. So we'll spread some stuff out tonight. We'll dive into it. We'll see if, first of all, we see a skinwalker, or second of all, if we see some sort of UFO, UAV, whatever you want to call them now, up in the sky. So let's dive into it tonight. We probably have about 15-20 minutes before the sun sets. So let's get something to eat, have a step two, and we'll do a little history about Uinta Valley and why this place is so crazy. This is a great spot. If you're looking for a place to camp in Utah, come here. These guys are so amazing and so nice. Just saying. So for dinner, I slaved away on my homemade camping pizza oven. All right, my friends, here we are back in the wilderness. I'm so stoked to be back out here again. This is one of my favorite campgrounds in Utah. I think it's really fascinating, and if you are at all interested in Skinwalker Ranch, come check out UFO Valley Campground. It's super awesome. All right, let's have a step two. Miller High Life, champagne and beers. Jay, this one's just for you, buddy. I know you love the champagne and beer. I also appreciate you watching every single week, buddy. Oh, come on, Mac. I don't care what you say. It's a pretty good beer. Cheers. What a great spot to have a beer. And enjoy my camp pizza. It's the best way to go. If you drive past one of these on your way to a camp spot, pick up a pizza. So, let's see, let's do a time and temperature check. It is now 4:11 on December 21st, 2023, the winter solstice, and outside right now it is 40 degrees. And there is a breeze coming out of the northeast that is a little bit chilly for sure. It's definitely going to make this evening interesting, but overall, it's pretty nice out here. And I have the place all to myself. There's nobody else here. They shut down over Christmas this year, and then they open back up. And if you want to come and experience a place where you have a lot of night sky, it's not super duper hot, wintertime is time to check it out. I sleep in the back of the Nissan here, so camp is set, everything's ready to go. Now it's just time to observe. What a cool place. What a very cool place. All right, cheers. So, again, I think I covered this the last time I was here, but the Uinta Basin is a pretty unique area. The Colorado Plateau, a couple other different plateaus create this gigantic bowl-like shape that is about 150 miles in one direction from end to end and about 75 miles from the other. So the theory is that this is just a great big reception dish. It's just a big satellite dish that brings in all of the signals And one of the theories here on Skinwalker Ranch is that one of the sections on the ranch, they call it the triangle, that there is an actual portal that goes up. It's an interdimensional portal. I don't know if that's the case or not. I cannot get to Skinwalker Ranch, but I'm hoping that by spending the night out here, I can kind of keep an eye and see if anything comes in and out of the portal. I am a believer in extraterrestrials. I don't know if they're visiting us or not, but I do believe that they're out there. It makes sense that if they're traveling back and forth great distances, that there are these wormhole portals that they can come in and out of. And maybe the basin is just a great big dish that accepts that portal. Who knows? I think it's one of these things where until you come out and experience it, until you see what happens, you have no clue. So, not bad. One of the things that I don't think that the television show does enough, and they have gotten better about this, is talking about and discussing the actual Native American side of the Skinwalker and Skinwalker Ranch. So, the ridge right here behind me, the ridge that runs along Skinwalker Ranch, right along UFO Valley Ranch, is that it is said to be the pathway of the Skinwalker. So, Skinwalkers are supposed to be shapeshifters, and most Native people do not like discussing the Skinwalker because they believe it brings dark magic, and if you start to open up the dark magic door, you will move down the path and you might actually become a Skinwalker. So there is not a whole lot of information out there. There are a few books, there's a few things you can read. Skinwalker is supposedly dark magic, a witch that can turn into basically different types of animals and can also have a human form. The one thing that is said to be really, really distinctive about a Skinwalker is the fact that they have red glowing eyes, whether they're in animal form or human form. So, I think that's one of the things that I'm really interested. I'm out here all alone tonight. I am all by myself out here. So I'm going to be really curious to see if there are any noises that happen in the bushes, if there's anything that goes on around me out here that could potentially be a Skinwalker. Because aside from the fact that, there could be a portal for extraterrestrials, there's also the whole mystical side of the Skinwalkers. And who knows, maybe it's something that has been going on for generations and generations, and we're confusing Skinwalkers with actual extraterrestrials, ancient alien styles where what we thought was somebody coming down from the skies was a god or a deity or a demon or a devil was actually an extraterrestrial life form. And who knows, maybe the same thing is happening out here, and that's what Skinwalkers actually are. I have noticed there are a lot of giant commercial airlines flying around. I can probably count out about 12 different trails right now. So a lot of air traffic above me for sure. I don't know if you can see this or not, but right in between the trees, right there, you'll see a little light that's flashing. It's flickering back and forth, and I think it's some sort of fire. I don't know if it's a signal fire or what, but it definitely, can you see it blinking back there? Interesting. I'll keep an eye out and see if anything else pops up on any of the other bluffs over here, but it's really all the way across the valley. But if you look right in the middle of that tree, right there, there's a little teeny tiny blinking light. It is definitely going to get cold tonight. So one of the things that I have done is I actually brought a lot of extra layers, and one of my very light style summer sleeping bags that I figure will keep me warm while I'm sitting here. I also have a fleece blanket underneath me, just kind of figure out how to stay toasty while I sit and observe the moon is kicking, and it is absolutely beautiful, other than the fact that it's probably like 35 degrees outside right now. So ooh, I know that this is going to be grainy, but it's the only way that I can show you guys anything that's going on out here. It is so dark. Got the moon out though, it's pretty cool. Amazing how bright some of the lights are. That's the mesa right there. That red and blue light seems pretty close, like it's in the field right there. Not as far away. I'm hearing lots of animal noises. A little airplane action. Those are basically right in front of me. I wonder if that's actually like the security gate at Skinwalker Ranch or something. All right, I'll keep y'all posted. All right, y'all. So, I just heard a noise. There's some bushes and a creek down here. I just heard some noise down there, so let's go investigate. Here's the stream bed. It's dead silent now. No idea what's going on. It's cold. How high the weeds are on all sides of me here. Checking for some footprints. And looks like this is the property edge. Interesting. All right, so not really seeing anything, but I heard something, and it sounded like it was just right near this ravine here. So figured I'd turn around and look. Keeps me moving, and I'm not so cold. Can't see past my light. And I'm moving. Yes. A good shade and observation point, maybe? Yeah, from here, if it was light enough, you could see directly to the mesa. Sit right at the table here. Use your spotting scope. Keep an eye out. All right, I'm gonna hang out here and see if I see anything for a little while. Check in with y'all in a few. Yeah, you can hear that. There's a whole bunch of hyenas going nuts out there. I can't see anything. Wish you guys could see this. Right on the mesa. Triangle should be right there. Triangle should be right around there. So, with the sun starting to rise, I took the morning, packed up my gear, threw everything in the car, traveled the 157 miles back to my home base of operations so I could dive in and start to dissect the footage. This is where it really starts to get fascinating. As you sit there overnight, you're not sure what you really see, but as you start to go through the photos and videos, you can clearly see some of the things that are going on out there that you didn't catch with your naked eye. And I definitely think I found some interesting things, but I'm gonna let you be the judge. Here are the photos and the videos that I took from the trap cams and the actual GoPro overnight. I'll also play the entire time lapse for you. One of the things that I was out there, I noticed that I could hear quite a few coyotes howling off in the distance. I also really am never quite sure what the trap cams are going to capture or what my time lapse is going to get. So when I get at home, I really spend a lot of time going through each and every photo. I spend hours and hours at the computer trying to go and see if I can catch anything that I may have missed or hear anything on that footage that I might not be able to hear while in the moment. It's actually one of the hardest and most interesting processes about this whole entire setup. All right, so I really wanted to end this video in studio here, unlike videos in the past where I've tried to wrap them up while I was actually on location. The reason being is because I really wanted to spend a lot of time going through this footage, looking it over. I have spent days going through this footage, and I actually think that I have found some pretty interesting things in the nighttime time lapse. I've got some really cool images here. I'll put them up on the screen right now of what looks like something going back and forth. My trap cam also captured a burst round of photos all within like 3 seconds of each other. So I thought that was pretty interesting. That was in the video there. And you know, I just think overall that if you're into Skinwalker Ranch, if you're into this kind of thing, if you watch the show, if it's something you want to check out, definitely go to UFO Valley Campground. Go out there, get one of the ATV tours, go up on the mesa, check it out. It is a really, really great place to see and check out and be that close to some place that we all kind of either watch on TV or have heard stories about or something like that. And this really is as close as you can get and such a great place. Jody, thanks again for having me. I really enjoy it and I will be back. Um, so, you know, do I believe? Yes, I absolutely believe. Did I see anything? I don't know. Again, I'm going to leave the photos up. You guys look through them. Tell me what you think and what you see. And please go down in the comments. Leave a message below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you believe or don't believe in UFOs, skinwalkers, the whole thing, the valley, the bowl, how it all comes together. Also, everyone, you are watching this on New Year's Eve, so I want to wish you all a happy New Year's Eve, and I hope that you have a wonderful new year coming up here. And I just really can't thank everyone enough for tuning in, watching. Those of you that come back week after week, I really, really appreciate you. And I just want everybody to, you know, go out, have a great year, enjoy yourself, go do some crazy adventure, go sleep next to Skinwalker Ranch, go wherever your bucket list is, start marking them off because you only got one shot at it, y'all. So again, Happy New Year. I really appreciate you watching this video. Please go down, hit the like button. And if you're feeling super generous, I would really appreciate it if you would go and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. All right, be well, my friends. That shit out of the way. Try to keep my pizza out of the freezing cold.